Today I'm going to talk about what is your risk tolerance. What is risk tolerance? If this is your first time at our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name is Travis Sickle, certified financial planner with Sickle Hunter Financial Advisors. What is your risk tolerance? Well, let's start with the definition. So the definition from Investopedia.com is degree of variability in investment returns that an investor is willing to take. What on earth does that mean? Well, it means how much do you want to make and how much are you willing to lose in order to make it. That is your risk tolerance. So let's start with the first part of that question. How much are you willing to make? Let's say I gave you three different rates of return, 5, 10, and 15%. Which of those three would you want to take? Well, if you chose anything but the 15%, it was probably because you know that the more risk you take comes with the potential to possibly lose more. So our example of 5, 10, and 15% rates of return, let's say that 5% came with a negative percent possibility. So if you were willing to take 5%, you could lose 5%. If you made 10%, you'd lose 10%. If you made 15%, you'd lose 15%. Now choose the number that you would want. And that's going to change quite a bit. For some of you, you're going to stick with that positive 15% because you're okay with the possibility of losing the 15%. The same is true for the 5 and the 10%. Well, you want to make sure that there's some trade-off between the amount that you can make and the amount that you could possibly lose. You really want to look at risk tolerance is how much you can lose before you sell. So think back to 2008. When the market was really down, did you sell? Did you feel like selling? What are the actions that you took during that market downturn? That is the risk tolerance that you want to focus on. If you didn't invest in 2008, then you can really only speculate what you would have done in a market recession like 2008. And a lot of times when we're looking at risk tolerance, we get lured by the possibility of making more money. So how do you use risk tolerance to your advantage? Well, first, risk tolerance is not only different for each person, it's also different for each goal. So you might be really risk adverse to a goal that's 1 or 2 years out, such as buying a new home. You don't want to gamble on those investment dollars because it's such a short time frame. But something like retirement, you might be willing to take on a little bit more risk because you know that it's a little bit further away. So if you take the goal that you're trying to achieve and try to match it with the right risk tolerance, you want to take a look at how much you saved, how much you can save, and then looking at the rate of return that you need to achieve your goal. So the more that you save, the less risk that you need to take. This will help you adjust both the amount that you're saving and the amount of risk that you're taking in order to achieve your goal. You also might be a little bit more encouraged to save more if knowing that you didn't have to take an unreasonable amount of risk in order to still reach that goal. While risk tolerance is an important part of investing, you want to look at the whole plan and the whole goal to figure out how much risk is appropriate for you. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.